Bad movie drinking game. 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 Bad movie drinking game.
From Motown man Perry Gordy, the movie that mixes the hottest music with the coolest moves around.
Welcome to another thrilling episode of Bad Movie Drinking Game. Today we're watching Berry Gordy's The Last Dragon.
Is that Kung Fu or karate?
It's Goju Ryo karate masking is Kung Fu.
Oh, okay, so that's what would
It's thematically perfect for this masterpiece from 1985.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah. It's as old as I am, guys. The 1985 martial arts musical epic that Berry Gordy gave to the land. He gifted to us all, right?
Yeah,
Am I right?
honestly.
He just tried to gift it to black people, but everybody else
Once again,
took it into their bosom.
we had to appropriate your culture again. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
That's what we do.
So,
Hip hop all over again.
You're welcome for rhythm, by the way.
well,
Clearly didn't get the hang of it, but
we're trying. We pick up on everything 20 years later. I'm really loving
no,
all
you're
this.
not in Japan. No, that was terrible. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
That Jay-Z's pretty acceptable these days. He's not dangerous anymore, so white people like him now.
Married
All
to the Beyonce. So.
Yeah. With me today, I've got Jeff, we've got Marcus, as always, and we've got a new guest with us, Parth.
Parthenon John.
That's right, and I'm your host, Curt. Again, I know, you couldn't get rid of me. So, costumes, guys, awesome. Thank you very much for showing up in full-on costume, and special thank you to Parth for bringing the costumes.
I thought everybody watched The Last Dragon in full show-enough gear.
I mean, usually I watch the shirtless and some baggy black pants. It's not that strange, is it?
Not at all.
Last time I watched it naked, so
When you got that glow, you feel it.
You gotta show the glow.
Yeah, it's the power of elevation.
We're gonna get so drunk.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. But before we do, let's talk about how everybody discovered this movie. I came to this movie very late. Marcus is pretty much to blame for it.
Yeah.
Our friend Dave, and he introduced the movie to me. I'd never heard of this thing before. Growing up as a suburban white kid, this didn't come anywhere near my radar. But I think everybody else here grew up on it, right?
Yeah, I went to the theater to see it in 1985. My grandfather took me.
How old were you at the time? I don't even know how old you are now.
I was 8.
Okay.
I was 8. My grandfather, who I remember now to be, was really drunk. At the time.
That's perfect.
He was really drunk when he took me there. So, this was one of the required black movies to watch in the 80s. The Wiz being another one, which was
definitely.
early 80s. And The Last Dragon, which they tried to make a black action hero out of, which didn't work out at all.
I think it was more of a staple of just basic cable for years and years. So you could just turn on the TV at any given weekend, and there was The Last Dragon.
I feel like it was always the Police Academy movies for me. Like, that's what was on
No,
Sundays on WGN whenever I
If
turned
it wasn't
on.
The Last Dragon, then it was one of the Back to the Futures, or guaranteed to be Tremors.
Oh,
But
that was USA.
It's almost
and any time of the
always
day
just
you could get a
rotating
Pauly
those.
Shore movie.
I don't even think I saw it from beginning to end as a kid as much as just saw it like incrementally over the years.
So just built a
pieced everything
composite of
together.
a
It's like,
movie in your
oh,
head.
that's okay. This is all the same narrative. I guess I'll tune in next week for the next installment of The Last Dragon.
Coming up on The Last Dragon, a few more minutes of filler before the final fight. You also saw this on TV, right?
yeah, actually, as a very small white child in the mid
So it happened.
'90s,
That's the point.
it's before you could find information about what you were watching on the television. I just remember flipping, and I was sitting on my knees, like right in front of the TV, just flipping channels with the button. And all of a sudden, I came to this thing where a couple of black guys with lightning hands were beating each other up in kung fu, and I was like, "This is it. Like, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
If I had seen this as a kid, I would have absolutely loved this. This is really built to just like lodge itself into the brain of children and live there forever, because it is pretty epic if you don't like movies.
Or understand narrative.
Or character development
No,
or anything.
Or the difference between kung fu and karate.
Yes, that's something.
Once I learned that, there were certain things about this that really stand out, but we'll get to that later.
We'll get to that later.
There's a difference?
We'll get there. Here's a good thing for you. You can watch this movie in a few ways. You can watch it on DVD if you'd like to go out and do that. But it is available for free on Crackle.com. So you can go to Crackle.com, or you can go to the film's IMDb page and click on the link to Crackle.com, and it'll take you directly there. So strap in. This is going to be a fun ride. Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon, when Motown made a movie. Here are the rules to tonight's drinking game.
First off, you have to take a drink anytime anybody mentions the glow.
Glow.
Or the master.
I seek only wisdom of the master.
The master, he doing his wisdom thing.
Shogun is the master!
Which will happen a lot. Second rule. Whenever there's a boombox in the shot, which will also happen a lot, take a drink.
All right.
And as I mentioned before, this is a Barry Gordy production, so there will be a ton of musical numbers. So anytime there's a musical number or a music video we have to watch, you will take a drink.
And this is the 1980s, so everything was completely racist.
Casually
racist. Yeah, it's out there for it. Anytime a black person sounds or dresses Asian, or anytime an Asian person sounds or dresses black, you take a drink.
Last Dragon, get yourself a beverage, dim the lights, and let's...
Oh, wait, that's right. My substitute.
What?
Yeah. See, these guys are drinking.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Absolutely. We have something, once again, special for Marcus.
Yeah, let's do this.
Anytime we are required to take a drink, Marcus will be consuming one single whole fortune cookie.
I'll read the fortune, too.
You can read the fortune. And lest you worry that we're going to run out, I have purchased 350. So, Marcus?
Thank you.
Exactly how much did that cost you? That entire bag?
It was less than $8. It was about as much as a six-pack of everything else. It was perfect budgeting, actually. I almost wanted to buy more because it was so cheap. So yes, get your drinks, dim the lights, and look within for reality, because you are the last dragon. I love like dead studio logos. That's like one of my favorites.
Orion is
Cue the gong.
He just took his stereotype to a whole new level because he stole his hat, too.
But why is she wearing an Asian outfit?
God damn it.
No!
Why did you point that out? Flip this crazy.
He called him a cornball at the end, but Cooley, they'll call him Cooley. Cooley was in that song.
I looked it up earlier because I thought it was like a racial thing earlier, because thanks to
This is 2 fortune cookies in 1! Seriously, look at this shit. It's dual layered.
Look at that.
Yes! That's how I'm going out.
Are you saying the master made a
right.
mistake? And that was the last dragon.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell.
Yeah.
In a fortune cookie. How was that? How did that roll for you?
It's,
How many fortune cookies did you make it through? I think
36 on the dot.
36.
I had to break them into halves for each one of these things.
Technically, it makes 72 then.
If I had gone through a complete fortune cookie with each one, that would have been 72.
Well, we both went through, what, 6 beers? You went through 5?
6 beers and maybe, I want to count that as 5 shots of vodka.
That happened out of the movie. That didn't
okay,
count.
true that.
That was shots for the song. Let's just look at it that
yeah,
way,
yeah.
because everybody pretty much just finished their drinks. I know.
That was a super racist movie.
Yeah, that's
All
It
across
wasn't
the board.
racist.
I mean,
it was celebrating stereotypes.
We specifically drank for black people being Asianly racist and Asian people being blackly
It can't be
racist.
racist.
Just to go ahead and make up words about race. But
That wasn't
Dude,
the only instances
Everybody was racist.
Yeah.
So
racist.
hardcore.
It's celebrating the stereotype. The word
Can
nigga
we
was only
re-
used once and was used by a black dude.
No.
Well, we
It
can
was
give him
used
that.
more
I think
than
they said
once.
it twice. I think they
By
said
the
it twice.
same black
And
dude.
it's
He
the
used
same.
it at least 3 times, though.
There was a 3. I counted 2.
He only said nigga please once though.
He said it at the very beginning, but he definitely used it again later on.
Oh, at the end, I remember that. What did he say the first time?
He
When he was
was
in
in
the
the
theater.
You're the one quoting every freaking line for the movie. Don't tell me he only said the N-word once.
I counted 2.
Two? Okay.
But
Either way.
Perhaps you're bad at maths. I
It-
really want to stroke.
Stroke mine.
there's some good facial hair in this movie,
There
right?
really is. There really is. Shonuff has it going on.
No.
And
Can
nobody
I,
else,
got most
actually.
of
Excuse me. Can I give the award for facial hair to Chaz Palminteri for that fucking mustache?
It's like a caterpillar just died on his lip.
How about William H. Macy wearing a friggin' Halloween jacket? Well, what was that thing? It was
Vanilla
like,
Ice. Like,
Yeah, that was straight on.
I believe the word you're looking for is gorgeous.
and he had the sunglasses on the head too, because it was the 80s.
And he was a producer type.
he was inside with the glasses on top of his head. That's
Professionalism. That's what that is.
I don't know. I don't want to know what he was inside.
So I absolutely love Shonuff because he has a singular vision for his life, and his life is he's the Shogun of Harlem. He is the master.
all he wants to do is fight. All he wants to do is win.
Right.
That's it.
He wants to be the toughest guy in town. He doesn't care about anything else. And there's actually kind of a purity to that because the essential bad guy in this movie, Eddie Arcadian, tries to pay him off to fight Bruce Leroy, and he's like, "No, I don't need you. Keep your money. Just make sure he's in the right space." There's something kind of pure and beautiful about that. Perhaps crazy.
It's a strength of character.
Exactly. This is a guy who cares about old-fashioned values. And by old-fashioned, I mean like 1600s, like Vendetta Honor Society values.
There's something kind of pure and beautiful about his haircut.
Oh my god.
Several things.
It's
actually.
braided in the front.
Yeah, it's cornrows.
It's
It's
here.
very curled
Just
on the
here.
sides.
Whereas Samurai,
and it's ponytailed in the back.
whereas Samurai would have had a top knot with the top part shaved, he turned his into cornrows.
No, let's
That-
85 this.
He somehow managed to get business and party everywhere.
Yes, it's an explosion.
Business,
all over
party,
his head.
fight.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's what's going on right there at that time.
Business party warrior.
He sells this movie right there,
Oh,
right?
this-
Julius
Oh my
Carey
God,
the
by
third,
far.
the late Julius Carey the third.
If he's not in this movie, nobody's watching it. I guarantee you. It's straight. It's,
Yeah.
it's a straight to video if he's not in it.
There's no Busta Rhymes video. What was the song he did there?
Give me
The-
some more, right?
No, that was shit.
Dangerous. Is that-
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's no. Leave it to the white guy. Dangerous.
Representing.
Yeah, there's no Dangerous video without Shonuff. I mean, for reals.
Or black guy in Asian face pretending to be Jackie Chan. There are darker parts of that video too.
Is Leroy Green retarded?
Whoa. Mentally unstable.
He's very clearly delusional, like for sure.
His-
There's no
his
connection
own
between
family just picks at him and talks shit to him, talks
his
shit
brother.
about him.
His brother.
Not yeah, it's just his brother. His parents respect him, but
But
I'm
no,
not
his
sure.
parents like, Moan, he's special.
No, seriously,
Yeah.
they do
They
treat
do, that's
him like
exactly
They
what they
do sort of treat him like that.
Leave
They,
your brother alone.
they're feeding him graham crackers and then just polishing the helmet for later because they don't want him to hurt himself.
If you had given me a chance, I would have used quotations for the word respect. Okay.
No, like
But you know, they love him. They understand that he's not quite right, but he's got a vision. You know, he's
Whatever that
He's
vision
focused on
Stuff.
not beating people up, but being able to be. I don't.
let's at least
That makes you the champion. Go ahead and put the belt on.
Good.
let's at least acknowledge, as Jeffrey gets dressed here. Let's at least acknowledge that he's possibly on the spectrum.
Yeah,
he's close.
definitely.
Because he has like a singular focus.
Stop.
No, that's not working. So this is
Stop. Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's
your
good.
championship might be revoked just for that.
Hey,
Leave him alone. He's special.
All right.
I'm Bruce Leroy.
No, for real, like he absolutely has no focus in life whatsoever except at being a wizened martial artist, I guess.
Wizened, let's go with that word, because he is wizened any kind of potential for a normal life right
He
down
only
his
strives for
leg.
beauty and perfection.
That was
Said
a
it.
weird thing for a martial artist to say. It was
Yeah.
like it was beauty.
Beauty and perfection.
I thought
Why
that
is
was a little strange.
I feel like in most movies that I've seen that like martial artists are supposed to be serious, they use beauty a lot. I don't feel like that's weird for them to use at all.
I don't know.
On the other hand,
Show Notes picture should be on the box.
I mean, seriously, they should be sharing that goddamn.
He should be
setup.
on a box
Seriously.
of Wheaties.
Yeah. Shonuff ate his Wheaties and he got the glow. You
Yeah.
could
He did.
He got it
I
first.
don't know. Yeah, it kind of. He had
He didn't
some
get the
problems.
best glows, though.
Time
Yeah.
Warner Cable or something.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I
He
got
got a
better
DSL
prizes out of
for
other
it.
cereal
That's the
boxes too. So.
I thought it would be great is if halfway through, like when his glow starts shorting out at the end of the movie, he's like, seriously, this normally doesn't happen.
Sure enough.
What is up with Richie? Is he not like a little too ahead of his time?
Okay, I think this is the only scenario I've ever seen in any movie where the younger brother bullies the older brother.
He not only bullies him, he like chastises him for being a virgin, essentially.
Which he would be too, because he's like fucking 12.
Apparently, it's
That's
not.
just it though.
Yeah,
He's
this is
fucking at 12.
They never exactly said how old Richie was.
He's clearly
he's
not
clearly
high
Clearly
school
younger.
age.
Of course, he's the younger brother, of course, but there's no way he's in high school.
No. He's
way.
clearly in junior high at this
He's
point.
at least 13. I'll give him 14.
You'll give him 14?
I'll give him 14.
That's a stretch, but alright. But still.
He is totally, like, not of age. What does he tell him? He's, like, making up lies. He's if you use it wrong, it'll hurt.
Look, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Okay, here's the thing. The fact that he's saying shit like that is why I'm convinced that Richie is a virgin too.
Okay, he's just making things up.
Because he doesn't know a goddamn thing. If he had any kind of sexual knowledge, where would he be coming up with if you use it wrong, it'll hurt?
It's also weird that his family just lets him disrespect his older brother as much as he does.
At the breakfast table, no less. I mean, is that not a place of sanctity?
No.
But there's other times where Richie seems
I
to be
guess
like a
not.
voice of sanity, though. Because everyone in the family has a different name for their little their daughter. And he's like, can we please give her a name so she knows who she is? And everybody else is like,
His
we're
name
gonna...
is Rudy.
Keisha Knight Pulliam. Yes.
Yeah.
Is
First
it Rudy?
role ever.
Because they're Russian black people.
Well, they call her
Who
Natasha.
own a pizza shop.
Lotus Blossom. And then something else. They
Well, we
call
know
her-
who came up with that name.
Yeah. Bruce called her Lotus Blossom. Mama called her Natasha. I'm pretty sure Papa called her something else, and
He
I
did.
don't know what it is.
He did. I can't remember what it is either. But
So I don't know, obviously they're black, but I don't know what nationality they think they are. Like, specifically.
because he named her
Because
Natasha.
they can't name
He's
their
a
daughter.
black man with an Italian pizza store, okay?
That's
Well,
what
of
I'm
course he
Russian-
doesn't know who the hell
With
he
a
is.
Russian daughter and a Japanese son.
No, Chinese.
He's a Chinese son
Chinese.
instructed by a Japanese man
Get it right.
in the Chinese arts.
Get your life together.
Look, I don't know races anymore, okay? I just see
I
the
mean,
human race.
Maybe that's the secret goal of this movie is just to overload us with so many stereotypes that we don't know what to expect anymore.
We effectively have two races here.
Yeah,
Oh,
we've got Italian dudes acting like they're Italian and also acting
like they're black.
like they're black. Yes.
Your mother.
Yeah, the guy gets kicked in the fucking face. He just
and
gets
his comeback.
Yeah, it's your mother. Like, I might need some dental work done, but guess what? Your mother. That is a weird, surreal moment that happens in this film.
First look at Chaz Palminteri's mustache, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I've seen. I had to do a little research before I did this, and I looked up pictures of Vanity. I gotta say, Vanity was a lot hotter when she was doing that weird heaven dance. What was that song called?
Oh my God.
I don't know. I like
That is easily the most 80s performance in the entire movie.
it is.
Never say never.
And she's doing all these weird looks where she's like,
The stop and the pop
Yes,
lock.
but-
yeah,
kind of
it's like
almost,
a pop lock, but it almost looks like a bad stop motion at the same time.
But it's so over dramatic and it's stage actory.
Oh yeah, it's
so
great.
weird.
I love it.
It's
though.
almost like she's a living radio drama.
It
Just-
is the 1980s.
Yes, but okay. I guess you have a point in the sense that I don't think I've seen any performer since the 80s do any move like this since.
That was a staple, you know.
It's like, yes, that was pop
grabbing
music
the
in
power.
That's a straight up like.
Don Johnson did that one.
What category of Academy Award would have to exist in order for this film to be given an Academy Award, essentially? So what you got to make up the award so it could win something. What would have to exist for it to win an Oscar?
Best stereotypical moment. The theater scene. Because there's like 20 of them. in that one scene. There's a roster smoking a gigantic ganja. Black dudes acting like Asians. A fight breaks out in the theater on the stage. Transvestites. It's just.
How did they let that little kid into the movie and that atmosphere?
Oh
as
my
well?
God.
What's killing me
Italians,
is
it's
that, like, you bringing
everywhere.
that up. I swear to God, I just realized that it could actually be nominated for not just that scene, but the following scene when Leroy goes to this fortune cookie factory, and not only do we have black guy acting like an Asian guy, and Asian guys acting like black guys, but we have black guy that acts like an Asian guy trying to act like a black guy, and then later within
layers.
the same scene, he insults all black people by saying they all look
We
alike.
all look alike. Yes.
There's layers.
Fucking legendary. Speaking of legendary, I've got one.
All right.
Best cast credit for Radio Smasher. I hope that's the only credit that guy ever had in his career.
I can see him going on another shoot, going for another movie. Well, I played Radio Smasher, number 1 in The Last Dragon.
But that's your audition reel right there.
That leads right into mine, and that it's all based on that scene.
They're all based on this one scene.
All right, so mine, I don't know. I'm going to try to word this the best way I can. It would be the Academy Award for best scene that links with the scene playing behind it. They're watching Enter the Dragon in a movie theater. And everything that's happening on the screen is like happening in a theater. So when Bruce Lee jumps on Bob Wall and twists his little kung fu shoes into his chest, that's when the Radio Smasher jumps up and jumps on the stereo and smashes it. And then later on, when the big brawl happens where all the prisoners are released in Enter the Dragon, they run out and the white geese are fighting the black geese. That's when Shonup's like, I'll take on all challengers, and everybody just starts running towards them, and there's just this big brawl in the theater.
On a stage in a movie theater that does not exist in any movie theater.
It was the New York in the 80s.
I mean,
man.
other than
That
this
was
one and in Scream 2.
That was a
Those are the
theater
only
shut
thing-
down after Reagan cut the funding. It then became a porno theater, and then once they shut that down, it then became a low-rent movie theater. So that's why that
Fucking
stage is
Giuliani,
there.
man.
That happened even later. That
No,
was,
Giuliani shut those places down, the porn stuff.
He
He
killed
did.
the Grindhouse.
This was back when he was a special prosecutor. This was Reagan.
Look, nobody wants to keep a place open where Pee Wee Herman can get arrested for anything.
He's got
That's
a
all I
point.
want to say.
Pee Wee Herman was barely a groundling at this time.
My award would probably have to be best use of a giant Sharpie marker ever. Because Chaz Palminteri's mustache, clearly it's not even actual hair on his face. This dude just went and then got up on camera and sang. And like, dude, the rest of the
I
people...
mean, metaphorically, with his acting.
mean,
No, it was musical.
It was...
The rest of the people in the video are dancing, like, he just stands there. Like, the fumes from the Sharpie, he's so high, he can't even do anything but sing.
I have a question.
It's the best.
I think you might have a couple people confused.
Uh-oh.
Chaz Palminteri's mustache was big. You're thinking about the Barge. The
I don't
Barge
know.
had the pencil-thin mustache.
Oh,
That was...
I don't know who anybody is,
You're just
okay?
All right, yeah, we've got
This
our
movie
first
got you
casualty.
drunk. Man
No.
down.
You guys are tossing names around. I don't know who any of these people are.
Okay,
the only
hang
person
on.
I really know
Do
is
you
Barry
know where
Gordy.
you are right now?
I'm in Franklin and Kurt's apartment.
Okay. What
After
time
I
is
just
it?
watched, I haven't looked at my phone recently, and I don't
Alright.
have a watch on my wrist.
What's your name?
But my name is Timothy McGraw.
Oh shit, he's gone. Okay.
But
Well, he's
this
Timothy
dude,
McGraw.
whatever his name is, I don't even care.
Talking about
He
the
has
Barge, yeah.
the
Yeah.
most fake "I want to touch children" mustache I've ever
No,
seen
that,
in my
that is
life.
that is a pedostache.
Yeah, there's no arguing that.
And he can't dance, which somehow just enhances that in my mind.
He can't even dance to the beat of the rhythm of the night.
No.
It's
No.
right there, and he can't dance to it.
And
He
you're supposed to
is-
forget about the worries of your life.
And
He
leave
is
them
stone still.
all behind. And none of that happened because...
He's concentrating on that stash.
Dude,
I'm
he
really
is-
glad I took the first line of that song.
I'm really glad I went last and I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's okay. If you want to be an authentic American, if you're like a white guy like me and you're like, I need to feel closer to other people and cultures, you need to watch this movie because it will get you in touch with horrible stereotypes that once you transcend.
Italian stereotypes, Asian stereotypes, Irish stereotypes.
Yeah, there's even an Irish cop that shows up in the end. How do I know this? I don't even remember what he says.
We're going to take it down the river.
All right.
There's nothing to see there.
We did. By the way, we didn't even talk about the friggin' glow.
No, we didn't.
We haven't talked about the glow, which was a perfect cinematic concept for someone who doesn't know a damn thing about martial arts.
And the perfect subject to write at least 2 songs about for this movie.
But essentially, the glow is, I think, what Bruce Lee would have called the it. You know, and it hits without knowing. I don't know, but it's mystical mumbo jumbo. But
what he defined the glow was an accomplished fighter or martial artist will train for his whole life to reach one moment where his mind, his body, and his soul are one, and he achieves glow all over his body.
Right.
When in the hands of a true master.
Whoa, wait.
This
you realize how sad this is,
I
though.
know. I'm quoting.
I know,
I'm quoting.
but if that is what the glow is, then he spent his highest potential in a goddamn warehouse fight with a dude that mule kicked him through a door.
You're not wrong by saying
that is
but
peaking in high school.
But
you realize what that is?
Well,
how many times did you get mule kicked through a door in high school?
Not once.
I wonder though if the glow is something like you can only do if you've got like. It's like if you have enough pent up like sexual tension, because like after the final scene of the movie, like he's banging Vanity, right?
Because he had at least like 2 to 3 opportunities to do exactly.
So you're
that.
saying like Sting has the glow then, because
because he does it for like 16 hours at a time.
So then AC Green must have had the glow until he was like 35.
And Show's very dedicated to his art. He is not.
I've not seen him touch a woman in that entire movie or acknowledge
a
woman's existence.
He had 3 in his gang, and he didn't even really think of them as.
I love most is that of all the people to shove out of the way in the movie theater when he shows up, he shoves a couple of white girls out of the way. He's just like, get the fuck out of all. He could have shoved some kids or a couple of skinny guys. No, he shoved some girls out of the way. I don't want
It
anything
shows
to...
that he would have shoved kids if they were there.
Guys, this is a fantastic movie. Obviously, you agree.
Oh yeah, I love it. I mean, when you guys said I'd be coming here to do a bad movie drinking game, I was like, why are we watching The Last Dragon? This movie is fucking amazing.
I have to admit, everyone. Let's talk. There's a reason to watch this film, right? This isn't just a bad movie you just skip over when it's only $3 in the discount bin. This is a movie you pick up and you own for the rest of your life.
If you switch to the channels and it's on television, you stop and watch it wherever it is.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. If you want to watch a little kid boast his sexual prowess to his 20-something-year-old older brother, you need to watch this movie.
If you want to watch 300 stereotypes in one movie theater in one scene, you watch this movie.
If you want to watch the baddest and the prettiest mofo down in town, you watch this movie.
Show enough.
Amen, brother.
But most importantly, avert misunderstanding by calm, poise, and balance.
Years of mastery will take you to calm, poise, and balance, and you too can have the glow.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. Seriously, watch the last. If you made it this far and you still haven't watched it, hit stop, go online, watch it. It's free. All it takes is your time, and it's wonderful. It's a wonderful use of your time. You were just gonna watch pornography while trying to write your memoir, anyways. Just cut right to the movie. All right. The Last Dragon, 1985, Barry Gordy production. Some other dude who directed Crush Groove and Disorderlies made it. It's fantastic. You'll love it. This has been a Bad Movie Drinking Game. I'm Curt.
Parthenon John.
Marcus.
Jeff.
Let's give him a little serenade on our way out. You are the last dragon. You possess the power of the glow. Burn up.
All right, Leroy. Who's the one and only master?
I am.
Oh, God damn. Let me go, motherfucker. Let me go.
Mack himself, the star of this film, went on to a decade and a half of obscurity before he was in a stage presentation of Roadhouse.
Yes. As Dalton.
As Dalton.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, he did. I wish they'd recorded it. I wish they'd done a version.
There are
of it
images though of him in the blonde mullet wig. So
yeah.
if you go looking for it, you
the
can
full
find it.
title I think is something like Roadhouse, the stage show, starring that one dude from The Last Dragon, except he's black and we put a blonde mullet wig on him or something really long like that.
It couldn't just be Barry Gordy's Roadhouse.